welcome to another edition of J.H.B. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is J.H.B. Let's Talk. I'm your host, J.H.B., as you guys know. Today, I know I was going to do a J.H.B. Let's Talk a little while ago, but this is a little late, but I'm getting it to you. So here's what we're going to talk about here first in our normal schedule. Today we're going to talk about first some BGE news. Like I said, if you guys do not know what BGE is BB is Awesome Gaming Entertainment, which is on BB is Awesome's channel, where currently I want to talk about where I see how BGE is looking in my personal opinion. Well, I want to say, as you guys know, I am a part of BGE, my alter ego, J.H.B, the man. I liked how this past Raw, because this past Raw, BB is Awesome came out, and he talked about, he didn't really celebrate his double championship win yet from Double or Nothing, which, if you guys have not seen BGE Double or Nothing, I'll put that in the description below. He basically came out, and he's saying, well, I'm not going to really show off the titles, no, this is not about that, it's all about the coronavirus right now, and he's talking about some of our talent from BGE has not been a part with our organization right now. So, and then I come out and just be the heel, and I am. Basically talk about, well, the only reason really the fact that you're not showing off these titles is really because it's making you sick, because you're a glory hogger and all that stuff, and I basically talk trash, and then if actually, hey, we have a special guest coming, but actually he said that right before I interrupted him. So, got to put that in there. So, then I come out, and then he finally announces who this big surprise supposedly is, and hey, look who it is, the part-timer, Steve O'Neill. Just kidding, man, you're cool. I was just saying that just for a little joke. So, he comes out, and I'm like, wow, finally, it's the part-timer, and all that. He's like, shut up! He's like, okay. So, then me and him go back and forth, and I basically call BB is Awesome a transitional champion and all that, which if you guys don't know what that means, it's basically somebody who's in the right place at the right time and who is in the right place for the person who thinks that they should be the who should be the champion. They're pretty much knowing that they're going to be easy or in the right spot for them to get that spot back. So then me and Steve O'Neill talked out for a little bit, and then Steve O'Neill basically was like, talking about Money in the Bank and all that. He said, this thing you choked, well, yes, back at Money in the Bank at BG, I did lose that chance to cash in whenever I wanted to, and yeah, I mean, if I could at least say now, in my personal opinion, maybe it was better if I lost the contract, because right now, with some things of how we're going with BG, I think right now, I think it probably it is best that I did lose that match, because it's just not, I don't know how things have been going lately. I mean, the behind the scenes, I mean, I only know a few things. Can't go into really a lot right now. And all that. So that's basically about it. And then right when we're getting to the end, if you guys are noticing that I'm clearing up my throat, because I am not having the virus, as you can tell. Just my voice is a little hurting. A little bit. But that's okay. So I challenged Steve O'Neill to NASCAR 15, and the reason why I didn't challenge him to MLB was the fact that MLB is not to be found for some reason, because some of our BGE crew has not been able to help us find the game itself, so we had to come up with an alternative idea, and we decided to do racing. So I challenged him in NASCAR 15. The last time I played NASCAR 15 on YouTube, on BB is Awesome's channel, was back at BB vs. Johnson, the final episode of BB vs. Johnson. I defeated BB is Awesome in a controversial way, which I at least will agree, yes, I am agreeing fully, that the game did screw BB is Awesome in some way. It glitched, and he basically ran out of fuel when he basically tried to put fuel in the car, and he even clicked on it, and he screwed him. So I'm admitting it. Alright, just personally for me, I admit BB is Awesome got screwed, and he probably should have maybe won that race probably, but hate to break it to you, but the winner's the winner. So, yeah. So then, I challenged Steve O'Neill and all that. We did actually pretty good. This race was actually, I think, a lot better than me and BB's back at episode 60 of J.H.B. Johnson. because we actually had longer green flag stretches, and also I didn't even get time to prepare for that game. It was literally a last minute thing, and I went in there, and basically Steven Air just blew it. I mean, every time, like, he blew his tires like 2 times because he didn't know how to brake. And here's even a little inside scoop. I even told him how to brake right before we started filming that of NASCAR 15. I'm saying, this is how you brake. You use this button, and apparently he did not even use it. So, that's what he decided to do. I'm not talking trash, but and he could even tell you for himself. So I defeated Steven Air in NASCAR 15. I finished 21st, and he finished like 41st. Yeah, so he finished 41st and all that. So, and I did pretty good. Did a lot better and all that from Beers to Johnson. Did a lot better because I finished 31st in that episode, and I finished 10 spots better than I did that time. So now, with BGE news going on, now that we're heading into BGE SmackDown and all that, the question is, what will now happen there? It's yet to be found out. But like I said, if you guys want to check out some BGE action, I'll put some links for Double or Nothing and this past month Raw that we did in the description below. Now, with BGE out of the way, let's get into some other news. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you guys have seen the J.H.B. versus Everyone Championship on BGE. So, this is basically J.H.B. versus Everyone news. So, I bet you're wondering, like, who is currently the J.H.B. versus Everyone champion? Because as you can tell, my profile picture has changed. So, the new J.H.B. versus Everyone champion is BB is Awesome. Apparently, because me and BB made a little deal. I am allowing BB is Awesome to use the J.H.B. versus Everyone title on a few occasions and all that when it's the right time and me and him agree. This is not a permanent thing. We're still doing J.H.B. versus Everyone on this channel. We're only going to have that title defended on BB is Awesome's channel on special occasions when it's the right time in my schedule and for his. So we just decided that that's what we're going to do, and we just wanted to do something special. So it's the only way I think can be used for special occasions as far as we are aware, unless something we really need to drastically get ratings or something, or I don't know. So, yeah. So with J.H.B. vs. Everyone single-handedly, without BB's Awesome's channel in the way, you're probably wondering what's happening with that. Well, as you guys know, the coronavirus that we are currently living in right now is preventing us a lot from doing our normal activities. We're basically home stuck here. We barely can't go anywhere. All we do is probably go to the grocery store and get our fuel and take care of business. I mean, that's pretty much about it. There's not really much to do right now. Most likely, some stuff are getting ready to open up in some states, but right now it's just, I don't feel like it's time for that yet. I mean, maybe for first responders, because they're the ones who are busting their butts, and for their families, so that is at least reasonable as long as they're healthy. So I'm a little curious about that. But for J.H.B. versus Everyone, as you guys know, BB is Awesome won the championship on BGE Double or Nothing. So if you guys want to check that footage out, he defeated the first ever revamped J.H.B. versus Everyone champion, Big James. As you guys know, I'm pretty sure you're aware, BB is Awesome is also his own brand's BGE champion. So basically now he's holding 2 titles right now currently. I mean, it's not like the first time he's done this, supposedly. So, with that being said, I'm here to make an executive announcement for J.H.B. vs. Everyone. On this moment, right now, I am ordering a match between the current J.H.B. vs. Everyone champion, BB is Awesome, against a good friend of mine that I know. And if he's watching this, I'm pretty sure he should probably know about it, but if not, then here it is. He's going against a good friend of mine, Tim. So it'll be BB is Awesome versus Tim for the J.H.B. vs. Everyone championship. And you're probably wondering, well, what are they going to compete for? And what game? So, for this moment right now, in just a moment, I am going to get a jar or a cup or whatever I'm going to put things in. I'm going to have 3 little tiny pieces of paper. I'm going to rattle them in some cup of some kind, and whichever one that I pick from this object that it's going to hold itself in, whichever I pick first will be the so-called category that they will play, and then I'll choose the actual game, and I'll do a little drawing of that too, because that's how J.H.B. vs. Everyone works. Everything's random. You really don't know what to expect, and it's basically a random choice. So I'm going to pause the video real quick, and we're going to get right back in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that, guys. A little weirdness there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go. There are 3 categories in this cup. They would contain a card game, a video game, or an outdoor sport. Whichever we could possibly do for outdoors. So, whichever one I pick first will be the winner, and will be the match that BB is Awesome and Tim will play. So, here we go. Nice, good grip. Here we go. I'm not looking. Okay, reaching in. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I have the category in my hand. I'm not looking. Opening it. Okay, on 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It will be a card game. So it will be a card game. So BB is Awesome and Tim will be facing each other in a card game for the J.H.B. versus everyone title. Okay. So BB is Awesome and Tim, be prepared. So now the question is, what card game will they play in? So I have a few games here that we have an option in. We have a game called Hashtag It. This is a little bit for adult content. So maybe for BB is Awesome, I'm not sure, but for Tim, my friend Tim, I think it should be fine. We also have Family Feud. That's good. Nice, good Platinum Edition here. Nice, good family game. We have an off-branded Uno game, which is basically Uno, but it's just a little bit different. And for our last game, we have a nice, good stack of good old cards, which I'm going to call a game to 21. So, 21. If you guys are expert at cards, you guys know what I'm talking about. So, I'm going to lay these out across my bed, and I'm going to easily not look, and whatever hand that I put my, wait, crap, no, what am I doing? We have to do that too. So, I am going to decide what we're going to do. I'm going to do, I want to find a unique way of doing it. So, actually, here, ladies and gentlemen, so here's how we'll actually do this. I'm going to write a number on a piece of paper. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whichever number I land on will be the card game that BB is Awesome and Tim will play. So, I'm going to write this in just a moment, and we'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. So, I have my cup. I'm going to get rid of whatever else I have left in here. So, we have duos for number 1. We have number 2, Family Feud. Number 3, we have Hashtag It. And 4, we have a 21 game of cups. So I'm going to put these in here. I'm going to put these in the cup. Bundle them up. There we go. There's another. So whatever card game I pick, that will be the game that BB is Awesome and Tim will be playing for whenever we do our next J.H.B. versus everyone upload. Alright, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not looking, as you can tell. I'm not looking. So here we go. What I want. Okay, I got the choice. In my hand, I hold the very game that BB is Awesome and Tim are going to play for the J.H.B. versus everyone title. Here we go. I'm unveiling the paper. It's a little hard not to see. Alright, I think I might know, but I'm not sure. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On 3. 1, 2, 3. And it will be duos! So this game right here is the world's second card game on Unavert Statistic. So duos will be the very game that BB is Awesome and Tim will play in. It's basically an off-branded Uno. So BB's Awesome 10, be ready, because when you come on this channel, this is the game that you will play for the J.H.B versus everyone title. And speaking of the J.H.B versus everyone title, this is what they will be playing for. As you can tell, it currently has BB is Awesome's name, which is short because he couldn't fit everything, so he just decided to put BB. So BB is Awesome, this title will be contested in this game. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to pause the video. We're going to get into our next subject in just a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back here on J.H.B versus J.H.B. And now we're going to get into our last subject here today on J.H.B Let's Talk. We're going to get into some wrestling news. Yes, wrestling news. As you guys can tell, I don't know if you're aware of this, but actually earlier on today I was speaking with Sean's Beer Entertainment, great YouTuber. Shout out to him because he accepted my call earlier today. So if you guys want to check out Sean's Beer Entertainment, that's SEANVIEW Entertainment. ENTERTAINMENT. So that's Sean's Beer Entertainment. So go, make sure you check him out. He's a great guy. He loves pro wrestling. Go check him out. Greatly would appreciate that. So, me and him basically talked about the fact that Roman Reigns, he has some, if you guys don't know, Roman Reigns in WWE, he backed out of WrestleMania 36 because of the coronavirus pandemic, and he wanted to take the precaution because of his past leukemia story and his past condition with the leukemia disease separate from COVID-19. He did not want to take any risk of getting anybody infected or his family, so he basically backed out and all that. In which, if this was a normal thing and this COVID-19 thing didn't have anything to do with it, then you would just be like, wow, man, I guess something must have happened bad. But I mean, it probably wasn't maybe a surprise to a lot, but it did surprise some people. And I think Roman Reigns did a good thing. You know, he's trying to protect his family, and also I heard from Sean's Beer Entertainment himself that he actually has 2 kids on the way and all that. So he has kids coming on the way, and this is going to be definitely something that's going to shape things up for WWE. Because now I just also have word that apparently WWE is moving on without Roman Reigns, whether he wants to come back or not, I suppose. So WWE does not have anything for him creatively, no storyline, nothing with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, nothing as far as I've heard. So WWE is officially pretty much moving on without Roman Reigns, and apparently he does want to be in that square circle, but at the end of the day, safety and health is his first priority, and also he's a father and to kids. So he's got more kids coming, so can't really blame the man, because literally, I feel like, in my opinion, the wrestlers shouldn't even be wrestling right now, but WWE's motto, show's got to go on somehow. So, yeah, that's basically about it for that wrestling news. I mean, I don't really have much really interesting to say right now. AEW right now, I mean, nothing too bad. It's just nothing really too interesting at the same time and all that to report. But other than that, that's going to wrap it up for today's J.H.B Let's Talk. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share with me your thoughts on all my topics I talked about today. J.H.B, signing off for now. See you in the next video.